Hello, how are you doing? It's Amin here for another time for another video. For the next one, this one would be about Python modules. And for this one, I would like you really to to position yourself in your working repository, whatever it is. And I will show you something. Is that now today we will, as we are talking about modules, we will create our module, this Fibo, and I would like you, all those files that are actually available in my in the Git repository. You can just go to this one. Tutorial, and yeah, you would find them in this link. You would find all the documents link, and you would find it just here. Here it's the Fibo file we have created earlier. Fibo functions we were creating earlier. So in our Fibo file we'll put two functions, fib and fib2, and we'll create also we'll make do a part of the code. If it's one from the command line, we will take the arguments from here to plug them in the function. So that's basically what is this Fibo module is. So here what we can do, instead of writing all this code in our main file, we can import it, and we can import it here if we have it in the same working directory as we have. So here we have the same working directory, so we can import it, and we can just call Fibo, our module, and we call the function, the name function is this one. So it's .fib, and we will do of 1000, and this is the output. It's to calculate the Fibonacci sequence. Next would be to call the second function. Here we can check the name of the package, of the module or the package, with name, underscore name underscore. We can also, instead of accessing those Fibo with a dot, we can just import fib and fib2 and print. We can from Fibo import fib and fib2, and we can just do fib 500 or fib2 500, and we'll have them. So fib1 and fib2, they are different. Here it's a list, and here it's a string with spaces. Next would be, we can import all the functions in Fibo with the white card like this, and we have the fib, and we can also import Fibo as fib. We can rename the package name. So here we can have it, and we have like fib.name, and it's actually the real name of fib is Fibo. We have just renamed it as fib here to use it, but the real name is still Fibo, and we are using it here. Here we can also, from Fibo, we can import fib, as we can rename the function we are importing as Fibonacci, and we can do Fibonacci 500. We can also, and how to do it, we just import it this way. Here we will see some standard modules. That's why here we are using a standard module. We will see how it is working. The way we do it is, let's say we will import sys, and we will import Fibo. Just give the output. We'll import sys and Fibo sys. So we can import either like this, or we can import both of them like this. And we can, this is a very useful function, it's dir. Dir is like the functions of Fibo. So here Fibo, we have fib and fib2. We have some built-in functions as well, like name of earlier and other doc and other built-ins. We can also do dir of sys, and here we can see really we have a lot of functions, and one of them we will so one of them is the one we have here. It's this .argv. So if we go to argv and we have .argv, in here since we have seen a bit, now you understand what is this one. Something we can do is, for example, you can create a terminal here, like you can launch a terminal in your working directory. That's why I opted for Jupyter Notebook, since it's quite versatile in a lot of ways. Here we will go to where are we? Okay, we are in Python tutorial, Python module 6, perfect. So, yeah, module 6, perfect. So here we are in our module 6, and we can run Python, and we can, without even running Python, let's say we can like run Python and import Fibo and make like fibo.fib 100, and we will have the output. This is P is for Python, just in order, like you run the Python interpreter. We are running the Python interpreter in our terminal, or we can do something like this. Since our Fibo function has, we use the sys. This way, if we use the sys this way, we say to the interpreter, for example, if we run fibo.py, or we can do it even with Python fibo.py. Okay. Python fibo.py. Yeah, we can enter values as we want, like Fibo of 1000. And here this is what is this argument you see here. We say that we will calculate when we are calling it from main. This is main. We call it from this main, and we say, okay, if we call Fibo with the main, this first argument, this argv, please calculate the Fibonacci sequence of the int of this argv, since we want to take the integer value of this. Let's say here, if we change this one, instead of calculating fib, we can also like calculate both of them, like fib1 and fib2 of the same arguments, and here we would have two lists that are coming up. This one should be saved, and let's say this one. Okay, return results. So let's say, okay, here we don't have a print, so we have to print actually for fib2 we don't have a print function, so here we can print it, and here, yeah, here it prints actually the fib1 and the fib and fib2 functions. So this is basically how to use modules from another file, from the interpreter, from Python interpreter, from the terminal. This is basically how you would do that. Here we can also do a blah blah blah, create a variable, and see dir or without arguments. So dir without arguments would be, we have this variable a, we have Fibo, the package, and we have sys, another package we imported, and the in, out, and the built-in packages. Let's see now if we import built-ins, and here we can see all the built-ins, let's say the built-ins functionalities of Python. All those ones, you have the errors here, we will get into that. We have the dir itself, we have dict, we have seen that in the data structures, format, all the functions, max, min, next of iterators, we will see that too. Zip, everything. And here if we do length of dir, you can see that it's like something like 153 built-ins. Zip, we have seen built-ins functions and objects that are all important with imported with Python. Here let's have a look quickly about how we would do it if we have like software and we want to see what package is the one on under with which package. Let's say we want to import, we are at sound and we want to import sound.effects.echo. So we go to sounds, effects, echo, and we import this file here as we imported fibo.py here. It's like always it's a py file. We would import it, and here it's a function in echo, and let's say it has those kind of arguments. We can import it just this way, or we can go from this import echo, and we do, instead of doing the whole thing, we do just this, or from this we import just the function and we call just the function. And from inside the packages we can just go, okay, we are in the root one, we are in some of them. Let's say here we are in sound, and from the, let's say we are here, we will say from some file that is, let's come back here, we are in sound here, so or we import echo, so we are in here in effects. We are in effects. From effects we will call echo, so from dot import echo it's totally fine. But if we want to go to formats, for example, we will, so this is just a sound software, like you have a sound with formats and effects and filters, not something like that fancy, and some Python files all over the place. We are like in echo, we take this echo here and we import it. We want to import something from format, so we will go in the tree. So dot means the current working directory, double dots working means the upper level. You go to the upper level and you go to format. So it imports this format from effects echo. You're in effects echo, and you can also like do it like this. You go to the previous level, you go to filters and you import equalizer. Instead of importing the whole filters, here we imported the whole format, and here we just imported the equalizer. So this is basically it, and that's it for this one. Thank you for following, and see you for the next video.